story today said, yes, she's in WA, but they're looking at Senate seats across the board. So at a national level, there is talk of marginal seats. I will be surprised if that comes off, given how much money you need to run a marginal seat campaign. But certainly the Senate vote, that's what Drury's very good at harvesting. Do you think some states will be more prospective here than others?
Yeah, look, I find it difficult to see how she will harvest enough support anywhere, really. I mean, the Muslim community in this country is about for 3.2% of the entire Australian population, and that is not those who are enrolled. If we look at enrolment levels, that's obviously much lower. And, most of it's in Victoria and New South Wales. There's obviously a bit more in Queensland and so forth, but really there isn't many votes out there on this particular issue that she's been obviously fixated on now for some time. And there is competition for it. So the Greens are going after these votes. There's the Muslim Voices super PAC, as I like to call it. They're going after these votes. There's only so many people that can actually try to go and pitch for the support from these communities in any given time. I just don't see it. It's going to be pretty difficult for her.
Yeah, I think coming from WA, I mean, the tyranny of distance really matters. Getting out and campaigning, she basically fluked her position in in WA. Scott Morrison hit, meant third on the ticket, gets up over there, doesn't normally happen. And in terms of below the line support, what was it? Something like 300 votes went her way. Yeah. So I sit with you on that one. She also says it's not going to be a religious party, but she's going to support your Muslim super PAC comment. I like that term. Their candidates. So, look, we'll see where this goes. The issue of Hezbollah has dominated the news this week, and Australians aggressively supporting a pro-terror outfit. We saw it with Hamas, but very clearly with these pro-Hezbollah displays. How do you think that's going to impact the poll? Does it have a resonance with one side of politics more than the other?
One thing we're getting across the entire country with regards to this conflict and how some Australians are expressing their support for one group over another, or protesting against the war in general, is that Australians are concerned about the impact this has on social cohesion. So they don't want people bringing over here their differences. And equally, they don't want people bringing over here a conflict that's underway, for example. So they do not want to see harm to other Australians, irrespective of one's background, because there's a war 14,000 kilometres away. And any politician that associates themselves with these rallies does play a bit of Russian roulette with their own support, because even with the Greens, we know there are older Green supporters who are walking away from them because of this issue, and they want to basically associate themselves with some of the radical elements on the street.